Hello, everyone. My name is Hannah Moon, and this is Sit Soul in Training. So today is Friday, January 8th. Happy Friday. And if you're seeing this video at a later time, happy whatever day. Glad you're here. So a few days ago, we had all that uproar and upheaval at the Capitol with the rioters. So people I think we're all just kind of like sitting with the feelings, the residue of that day. There's a lot of anger, still shock. So today, I want to talk about hatred a little bit. Now, I want to just read a quote that Buddha had said once, and I think Martin Luther King said later on. Hatred will never cease by hatred. Hatred will only cease by love. This is an eternal law. So now just sit with that. How does that feel right now, given the current events, given how you feel? And to me, that is a wonderful ideal. And I know that I want to live that way. But I'll be very honest, after what happened the other day, or was it yesterday? Oh my gosh, I think 2 days ago. It's really, really hard to contain that anger. All the harm that's been done. There's just a lot of anger there. And now, having compassion for those that have done us harm or do harm, I think is one of the hardest things to do. What does that mean? Of course, I am not perfect in it at all, but I just want to talk about what that means. I don't think it means that we don't hold them accountable. No, we definitely hold them accountable. It doesn't mean that they're not exonerated. And it also means that we do take action. We just don't sit there like a doormat. We do take action to make sure that no further harm is done. When we don't do that and let people walk over us, that's called idiot compassion, which is a term that's out there. And real compassion is also, the other side of it is recognizing suffering. And this is the part that's difficult to do, is to see the suffering in the one that is harming, in the perpetrators. I was reading the news that day and I saw a picture of Eric Trump when he was threatening the Republicans, and his eyes just stood out at me, and it was as if he was looking at me, and I really looked into his eyes, and something happened. It was very interesting. I didn't plan it, but I saw a little child in there. And I imagined what it would be like to have lived in that household, to have had Donald Trump as a father. And for Donald Trump, how did he turn out the way he did? There's a documentary that I saw where his father was kind of like him. He was raised to be this way. Now, I'm not saying that's excusable in any way, shape, or form, but this is the way we can see the suffering in the other, because we see it in ourselves and it's reflected in the other person. So I'm not saying that we need to be Buddha right now, but this is something that we can strive towards. So let's go ahead and sit. Find a comfortable seat on the floor. You could be sitting on a chair, you could lie down. We'll be sitting for about 12 minutes. I'll go ahead and ring the bell. Just feeling your body. Feeling gravity. Just embracing your body a little bit further down into the ground. Letting this gentle force be a grounding force as it gently pulls you down, perhaps making your hips a little heavier, perhaps letting your shoulders also fall down, releasing. And just getting planted here. And if you are sitting, noticing your spine now, your backbone rising up. Nice and erect, yet not uptight, not contracted, but expanded and tall and pointing upwards and letting the crown of your head float up. If your teeth are touching each other, let them separate. Let your tongue rest at the bottom of your jaw and let the muscles of your jaw relax. It doesn't need to do anything right now. We're here to rest. The muscles around our cheeks, relaxing, releasing. Allowing the muscle of our brain to relax, just imagining parts of our brain, just gently allowing it to let the grip go. We think so hard. We try to analyze everything. But for now, let that just dissolve. And just allow yourself to be in your body right now. Not in your head, but in your body. Let your brain be in your body. Now feel the air on your hands. What is that sensation of the air on your hands? Does it feel light? Does it feel heavy? Is there a temperature? Can you feel the air between your index finger on your left and your middle left finger? That little space, that crook between the pointer finger and the middle finger on your left hand. And now feeling the air around your forearms and any other part of your body that is touching the air, which includes your face, your neck, maybe your legs, maybe your feet. just take a moment to just notice how you feel. You don't have to give it a name, but just notice it. Let yourself really feel your state right now. Having come to the present just a little bit more. It's only been 4 minutes or so. Those 4 minutes, what has shifted in those 4 minutes for you? Now gently, when you're ready, bring your attention to your breath. Noticing where you feel the breath the most prominent place. You're breathing normally, no special technique, just as you breathe in, where do you feel it? Do you feel it in your nostrils, your tummy, throat? And I'm sure by now thoughts are coming in and doing what it does, loves to distract. Just let them come. Just allow whatever arises to be there. And be kind. Meet it with kindness. And after you acknowledge it, you can come right back to your breath. Now stay with your breath, and I'm going to read the quote that I read earlier. And just notice what comes up for you. Hatred will never cease by hatred. Hatred will never cease by hatred. Just noticing what comes up for you. And allow it to come without judgment. It's okay. They're just thoughts. Hatred will never cease by hatred. Hatred will only cease by love. Hatred will only cease by love. Now I want you to call up someone, and it could be a political figure, but it doesn't have to be if that's too tough right now. I'm not asking you to be a bodhisattva right away. Can you think of someone who kind of annoys you or somebody that you dislike a little bit? And just call them up in front of you and see their face. And see if you can see their eyes as they look at you. And notice how you feel when they are looking at you. Now I invite you to look a little closer into their eyes, like laser into their eyes, like as if you're gazing into their eyes, and see if you can see the child that they used to be. And the suffering that they may have endured. And see if you notice any sense of commonality with this person, because you too have suffered as a child or in your younger years. We all suffer. Just asking if you can sense that. To any degree you can do this is great. This is just practice. So if you can't, it's okay. Please don't beat yourself up. This is a very difficult practice, especially in the light of what's happened recently. So be easy on yourself. So now you can wish them well if you like, and they can be on their way. And just breathe through your chest as if your heart space is breathing. Let's take a couple of deep breaths, actually. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And letting it go. Breathing out. Letting yourself feel whatever you feel right now. Whether you felt a little bit of compassion or none, at least thank yourself for trying, for doing this hard work. And if anything, know that having ill will towards someone is simply just unhealthy for you, right? It really doesn't do good for anyone else, but it certainly doesn't help your energy or your spirit. So we can try to cultivate understanding and compassion for our enemies, but that does not mean that we have idiot compassion. We do have boundaries and we do have values, and if they get violated, we stand up and say no. But the energy of retaliation and ill will, revenge, wanting to cause harm to someone physically, that takes courage to not go there. And I think we've all have felt that at one point or another. So let's just take 3 deep breaths again, sending compassion towards yourself for showing up and doing this practice. Breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth, just letting the tension fall away. Breathing in compassion for yourself, gratitude for doing this practice, and breathing out, sending gratitude to the rest of your body. Breathing in now, a smile maybe in your chest, and breathing out and sending that smile to the rest of your body, for being here, for taking the time, the sacred time for yourself. And I'll go ahead and ring the bell. And you can start to bring your awareness now to the tips of your fingers, wiggling them a little bit, wiggling the tips of your toes. And you can start to roll your head back and forth, shoulder to shoulder. Just kindly coming out of the meditation and letting yourself flutter your eyes open gently. Thank you so much for being here and doing this difficult practice with me in the light of everything that's going on. Thank you for sharing your energy, and I hope that I can see you again soon. Okay, namaste. Bye.